So you've just read The Secret, now what? You have just been immersed into a whole new world where you've learnt that your thoughts create your reality and your mood creates your reality, and you're amazed and you're overwhelmed and you probably just want to learn more. Maybe you've just read the book and you've looked on YouTube to see if more people are talking about The Secret. That is definitely something that I did when I had just plunged myself into the world of self-development and had by accident found The Secret. So I want to be your guide of just sort of the next steps and what things you can expect now that you've read The Secret, and how to keep up that high momentum that you're on now, because what's happening to you right now is almost like this thing called beginner's luck. You know, when you try something new and you're instantly really good at it and you love it, but then after a while you start to go off it a little bit and it's no longer interesting. I don't want that to happen to you, because The Secret changed my life, and where I am today, I can only thank The Secret to being my step one of everything. So I want to ease you into some things that you can be conscious about and mindful of or implement in your life, and just keep you riding high vibe, and hopefully this will change your life, because The Secret is life changing. Don't just take it from me, take it from the millions of people who have used it and written about the fact that it's changed their lives, or maybe recorded videos about it. Go on The Secret website. Obviously this video is not an ad for The Secret, but it's simply me understanding that so many people start their spiritual journey with The Secret, and this is how you can just keep going and making the best of it for your future. So let's not waste more time, let's get straight into the video. If you are new to this channel, or if you are new to spirituality, self-development, law of attraction, then please do subscribe, because it is my goal in 2021 to teach as many people as possible that life doesn't have to suck, and you could really help me by subscribing and liking this video to show YouTube that this is a video of value. And of course you could also help me out by sharing this with a friend. I just really want to help you and really get your spiritual journey going by sharing my own experiences, and also teaching you about concepts that can definitely help improve your life. So join me on this journey. Let's have a great time together. So The Secret for me was very much the beginning of my, I'd say, second spiritual awakening. I'd like to think that I had one when I was about 15, 16, sort of after my first big breakup. I went through a big spiritual journey of where I realized that I really needed to look within and reflect about how I treat other people and how that affects other people. This is something that sometimes people live 50, 60 years of their life. They just keep going in the same sort of cycle of how they treat people, and they don't ever change. My spiritual journey, it was quite interesting that it kind of hit around 15, 16, because I really started to evaluate my behavior towards others and really committed to being a good person, which will segue us into my second point. But right now I want to talk to you about the fact that you are on a sort of brink of a spiritual journey. You've just discovered The Secret, and you might not even like the word spiritual, you might not like the word God, you might not like the idea of, I don't know, things associated societally with spirituality, like astrology, or being a bit more like a hippie, loosey-goosey, meditation. You might not like these things, and I'm not saying that this is a huge gateway into all of that, but what The Secret is a huge way of you changing how you think. This is a huge turning point in your life, and I don't think you understand. If you did not know before The Secret that your thoughts change your life, that this right here, this mind that you've been given by universal intelligence is everything, and it will change everything, then you are about to go into a new era of your life. And this is a spiritual awakening. The Secret is an amazing way to trigger one. And a spiritual awakening, you can come out of it in many different ways. Some people will go through a really deep and tough one and come out completely, amazed and in love with universal energy and the cosmos, and some people will just come out trying to be a better person, just trying to be a better person to themselves, trying to be nicer to themselves. Whatever it is you're going through, first things first, I want you to know that this is a big change. I want you to commit 100% to the teachings of The Secret. I don't want you to be like, yeah, but it sounds a bit too good to be true. These are the kind of things that hold you back, and I'm sure The Secret has taught you that. If you say stuff like it's too good to be true, then that's what you're going to keep experiencing in your reality. So start now, give it 100%, literally tell yourself that I will change every thought that I have. I will make sure that I am on this journey 100%. You are not going to get ashamed by friends and family being like, oh, you've changed and I don't like it. That's their problem, not yours. You are on a spiritual journey and you're going to come out of this amazing. You're going to be the best version of yourself, but you must commit. So that is one thing that you should know after reading The Secret, that you are now currently on a journey, whether you like it or not, because life is a journey. Whether you're on a good one or a bad one, that's up to you. But you have taken a really, really good and important step for yourself, which is reading The Secret or watching The Secret. Whether you found it by accident or not my problem, not really a issue to even delve into. You have been chosen to find the power of your mind and you're going to use it. So that's number one, accepting and knowing that you're on a journey and things are going to change and it's going to be amazing. As you get into the spiritual journey, you're going to start evaluating how you talk to yourself, but also how you think about others, how you judge others. When you start to get into the law of attraction, you start to realize that if you're talking smack about other people, if you're gossiping about other people, if you're not treating other people nicely, if you're not doing things through a kind heart, you're going to attract it back just like a mirror. And this is the ancient Hindu concept that has been living in our world for all these years that we've existed as human beings, maybe even beyond human beings, and that is karma. And a lot of people, especially in the West, have the worst ideas of karma. They don't really get it. Karma is simply an energy. The Secret has already taught you that we are towers of vibration. We are towers of energy. They tell you to think of yourself as a transmitter tower. If you are harboring emotions such as jealousy, resentment, anger towards people, and just not wishing other people well, through the law of attraction, like attracts like, you're going to keep reflecting that back onto yourself. And that is simply karma. We're always imagining that karma is this sort of big judgment thing of, oh, you're a bad person and bad things are going to happen to you. And yes and no, that is kind of true and it's not. But the main thing about karma is it doesn't care. It's not a human being. It's not a god. It's not anything but a reflection of energy. I think it was Einstein, obviously comment below if I've got this wrong, that said that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And those who obviously believe in karma a lot and teach it a lot really like to quote this because it is a science. If I give out negative vibes, I'm going to get it back. You know, if I'm jealous of other people, I'm only going to attract more negative into my life. Flip this. Become a good person. And a good person is such a broad term. And it can mean so many things depending on your background, what your parents' values were, what your religion is if you have one, what kind of school you went to, what country you live in. Being a good person is defined so differently from community to community, society to society. So let's not focus on being a good person in terms of what society thinks you should do to be a good person. Think about the things that make you feel good because you know it's aligned with your higher self, your source. If you want to learn more about your higher self, I'd say the best book to read after reading The Secret is Ask and It Is Given by Abraham Hicks. Once you have got to the grips of the basics of The Secret, go straight into Abraham Hicks, dive into it. And this is the journey I took and I cannot recommend it more. Never start with Abraham Hicks because it's confusing as hell. Go from The Secret to Abraham Hicks and you'll learn a lot about your higher self, your source, which is basically what Wayne Dyer in this amazing book right here calls a slice of God. We're all a slice of God, and if you don't like the word God, then universal energy. We're all a slice of universal energy. We're all made of the same things. We are all one, and these are concepts that you'll learn over the years in your spiritual journey, so don't worry if this all sounds like jargon or you don't really get what's going on. But my point is, commit to being a good person because you will attract good things. You will attract abundance when you are giving out the 7 faces of intention. And I'm going to use this because this is actually a way better way to get my point across than if I just start listing good qualities. Wayne Dyer talks about the 7 faces of intention, and they are attributes of the universe that we can exemplify in our life and live so that we can attract abundance and all good things into our life, because these are the characteristics of the universe and therefore our source, which, like I said, you can learn about through Abraham Hicks very easily. So let's go over them. Let's hope I remember them. Beauty, to see beauty in all things, not just in nature, not just in yourself, but in all situations that are negative, in all people, always seeing the best in people, and that's beauty. Kindness, always being kind. This one's really obvious, being kind to the environment, to yourself, to others, just being a kind person, which bleeds into love, being all loving towards yourself, to others, spreading love, having loving energy, and always exuding love, because love makes the world go round. The next one is abundance. Abundance is, as The Secret explains to you, it's not just money, but it's living in literal, like the word abundance. There's more than enough for me at all given times. The universe is always expanding. Every day sports records are being beat. Every day, literally Guinness World Book of Records will put in a new record that seemed unachievable. The universe is always expanding. So no, you live in abundance. Nothing is too much or unachievable. Number 5, creativity. So every day has creative potential. This is something I learned a lot from Deepak Chopra. Every day infinite possibilities exist in the universe, and that is creativity. The last two, I had to pause to really think about what the last two were. Expansion, so like I said, universe is always expanding. And number 7, which I actually had to go back and read, is receptivity. This is the concept that the universe never says no to anyone. It's also the Christian concept of Jesus loves everyone. I like to link it back to that. I'm not Christian by upbringing, but it's something that I hear a lot growing up in obviously the UK, a Christian country, especially during sort of religious education in school. It's the concept that basically God never lets go of anyone, or the universe will never say no to one of its creations, which is us. So how you can exemplify that in your life is pretty much to understand that nobody in this world, like, it's not right to judge anyone, and it's not right to reject anyone. Always be loving and kind to everyone, regardless of if they have a lifestyle choice or something about them that you don't like. For example, you may not agree with some of the ways that they live their life, but that doesn't mean that you should reject them. Just like universal intelligence would never reject them, because you are the universe and you should act as it. So of course, this is about sort of my first point of, you're on your spiritual journey, and all of these things will start to make sense. But number 2 is take care of that karma. Be good to yourself, be good to others, which is the most important thing. Love thy neighbor, treat others as you'd like to be treated. I don't know. I'm trying to speak to all backgrounds and religions here. I'm trying to speak to all, even atheists here. It doesn't matter what you are, who you are. Be kind to others. And being a good person is simply to exude love and kindness. It is not what society thinks you should do, or your community that you're part of thinks you should do to be a good person. Being a good person is just giving out loving rays to other people. And, accepting that love back, because you deserve it. I have planned this video excellently because we segue into our next topic perfectly. I want to introduce you to the concept of vibrations on a deeper level than The Secret explained it. The Secret has done an amazing job in introducing this idea of a human being a transmission tower of vibrations and energies. I think that is just an amazing way to put it. But I want you to go and watch What is Vibration in the video I have up here in the cards, because I delve really deep into this idea of vibration, and Abraham Hicks will talk to you about it as well in depth. Like I said, go check out them after The Secret. And basically, vibration is so much more deeper than The Secret puts it. They're a great place to start as a beginner, but vibration is everything in this universe. The fact that the walls aren't collapsing right now next to me and they're hard and solid is because they're made of a vibration that allows them to be solid and stuck together, right? And just in the way that my skin is soft and regenerates, that's all vibrations. So how we are is really vibration. Our mood is vibration. I tell my subscribers on this channel constantly, make sure you understand that vibration is simply mood when it comes to human beings. And I'm going to put this thing up here, which I discuss in detail in the video, but this is the Dr. David Hawkins chart, and it talks all about vibration. And you can see at the top, the higher you vibrate, the more you are at peace and in the moods of like love and joy. And we want to be up here And that's everything I explained in my last point about karma. If you're going to be up here with all the love, peace and joy, you're going to keep attracting back love, peace and joy. If you're giving out love, peace and joy, you're helping other people engage in love, peace and joy. You know, when you're around someone that's in a happy mood and they have that infectious smile and laugh and they just make you so happy. And same with people who are constantly grumpy and unhappy. If you can exude good stuff, which is up here on the scale, then you can bring it back to you. And vibrations are pretty much everything, guys. If you're in a good vibration, I'd say 90% of my videos boil down to one thing. If you're in a high vibration, a good vibration, then good things are going to just keep happening to you, even when you don't ask for them, even when you don't want them. Good things are just going to flow into your life. Even when you're literally like, whoa, I cannot take more good things right now. The universe is going to deliver you more and more good things, and it's going to become effortless. With The Secret, you might be thinking, gosh, it's a lot of effort and hard work to police every single thought I have, think about visualization, thinking about scripting. Oh gosh, I have so much to do. Like, I need to build this into my time. If you just take care of your vibration, if you just stay high vibe and make that your natural state, then you don't even need to do all the visualizations and everything. It becomes natural, it becomes second nature. You can scrap all the techniques and you can scrap all, like, you know, the penciling in law of attraction into your day, because you are just attracting good things. So if you're interested in that, then please go check out that vibrations video. It will have everything you need in there. Like, it is the one-stop shop to understand vibrations. And on the note of my previous point where I said it probably sounds like a lot of work right now to implement everything in The Secret, I just want to tell you that some days you're on a high right now, right? Okay, you're feeling amazing, you've got that beginner's luck, and you're probably manifesting cups of coffees, green lights, parking spaces. Maybe you're manifesting new things really, really quickly. Maybe you've just come into a new relationship with a partner after reading The Secret. Maybe you've got a promotion. You know, things come very quickly when you read The Secret because you're just so excited. What I want to tell you is that you will find some days where you just don't feel that excited for all of it. You will find days where you're just like, oh, I can't be bothered. Or you might just wake up on the wrong side of the bed. And then you're like really paranoid about the fact that you're thinking negative. You're really, really paranoid that you've thought a negative thought and now it's going to manifest. What do I do? Alarm bells are ringing. You're trying to force the positive affirmations and it's just not working. I just want to tell you this is normal. You are a human being and not every day is going to feel amazing. However, you have the choice to turn that day around when it started badly and think positive thoughts and make it into a good day. But I want to remind you that if it's just not happening, I have an amazing affirmation for you that I used to use after reading The Secret, and I used to get really, really anxious about the fact that I was going to manifest something negative because my brain was just negatively hardwired that day. So what I used to do, let's say you come up with a really negative thought like, I'm going to lose my job, or I'm going to get dumped. I don't know. These are the things that people tend to think about. Or I'm going to put on loads of weight if I eat this cupcake. I want you to, first things first, affirm the opposite. So I will always stay healthy. I will keep my job because I'm a valuable employee. My partner loves me and there's no reason for me to be worried about these things. You know, affirm, make a statement of affirmation which is the opposite of what you're thinking. And then breathe. Calmly repeat that to yourself as an affirmation, and then top it with this affirmation, which is, one of my positive thoughts manifests 1,000,000 times quicker than 100 of my negative thoughts. One of my positive thoughts manifests 1,000,000 times quicker than 100 of my negative thoughts. So it's really affirming the idea of one positive thought is trumping 100 negative thoughts. And you know, as you know with The Secret, that if you believe something to be true, it will indeed be true. So always, you know, reach for that better feeling thought and believe it, cling on to it. Whenever you feel anxious, remind yourself that one positive thought has so much power over 1,000,000 negative thoughts. And I want to wrap this up with the hardest part that you will find of manifesting, and that is detachment. The Secret tells you to have a laser focused, clear vision every single day of your life towards your manifestation. Now, this is great if you don't have highly charged emotions around this this desire. So for me, for example, my business being successful is something that I stress about a lot, and I have hugely charged emotions around it. And that doesn't help anything manifest quicker. It's like when they tell you in The Secret that if you've ordered something, don't keep checking up on it. And that is what you're going to do when you actually really care about your manifestation, because you're a human being and that's what you've been told to do your whole life. If you care about something, think about it excessively. Now, what The Secret, I think, fails to talk about is this concept of detachment. You must detach from your desire. You must set it and forget it, as Master Shri Akarshana says, another YouTuber. So basically, let's say I have put in an intention, or I've asked the universe for a promotion. Now, what I'm not going to do is constantly think about it and ask about it. What I can do is visualize every day and relax and allow it to come in. I discussed this in depth in the should I let it go or should I focus on it video. Once again, it's up in the cards here. I have all the resources you need here about law of attraction. So don't worry about it. I've got you. But basically, you can either focus on it every single day with detachment, or you can just completely detach if that's just not working for you. And I like I said, I delve into that in the video. But you must detach from your desire. You cannot be highly emotionally attached to this desire, because it's just going to take longer and longer. You're going to get so obsessed with it. You're going to be so like clingy about it that the universe is going to be like, look, I can give you this, but you're not going to be happy when I give you this because you're not detached to it. And when I give it to you, it might feel underwhelming. And this is something that I can tell you as an avid manifester now. I have manifested some of the most amazing things in the whole wide world. You know, I have literally manifested the highest of highs in my life, and sometimes they were a little underwhelming because I was so obsessed with it that when it came, I expected it to feel even more amazing, and it didn't, because I was so like engrossed in it and anticipating it and freaking out about it, that when it came, I almost didn't allow myself to feel happy about it. And I don't wish that on you. So relax, trust the universe, and just let it go. And I know it's hard when it's things like money to pay your rent, or I don't know, having like a stable and secure job when you're currently working on like an insecure sort of contract and getting work as and when, you know, when it's like an emergency situation, when you really want something to happen, you just gotta let it go, and it manifests so much quicker, and it's so much better than you even imagined. But that's a tough one. You're gonna struggle with that, but that's okay. You're learning. It's a journey. It's exciting. View it with a positive and open heart, and nothing can be a negative experience. So I hope these tips I gave you after reading The Secret helps, and I hope that finding me after, you know, reading The Secret is going to help you. I am a mindset coach, and I can help you on your mindset to manifesting better and more efficiently. And I've also got a website that sells law of attraction tools, so go check that out, templeofsunshine.com, where you can also book on coaching there if you're interested. And I just think you are on an amazing journey. Don't doubt anything, just enjoy it now. And just have the most amazing time manifesting and knowing your power. It almost feels like you've got magical powers, like you've got sparkles coming out of your finger. You can put spells and just, I want this, I want that. And it's fun and exciting. But if you did find value in this video, then please do like and subscribe. It helps me out so much. And see you in the next upload. Bye bye.